It's September 19, 2016, and it's time to review 5 of the most outrageous, infuriating, or just plain baffling things that have happened lately. It's your Facepalm 5. Let's count them down. Number 1. Apathy at Standing Rock. Week before last, the Justice Department halted construction on an oil pipeline which members of the Standing Rock Sioux tribe say threatens their water supply and encroaches on their sacred ground. At no point during the Standing Rock protests, which began last month, has either Hillary Clinton or Donald Trump spoken a single word in public on the subject. Such depredation and desecration of lands belonging to Native peoples is bad enough in and of itself. The silence and indifference from our politicians and would-be leaders is inexcusable, disgraceful, and sadly nothing new. Number 2. Gary Johnson fails foreign policy pop quiz. Presidential candidate and overachieving mechanical contractor Gary Johnson was asked during a recent appearance on Morning Joe what he would do about Aleppo, the Syrian city that has been devastated by that country's ongoing civil war. Johnson responded by asking, "What is Aleppo?" Which, okay, fair enough. Ask 100 random people on the street what Aleppo is, and I'm sure quite a few of them would assume that it was the name of a discount travel website rather than the epicenter of a horrifying humanitarian crisis. Most of those people aren't running for president, but you know what? I actually think we should cut Johnson some slack here. Don't forget, he's a libertarian. He doesn't give a shit about suffering people in this country, so why should we expect him to know or care about stuff happening in Syria? Number 3. Matt Lauer plays softball with Donald Trump. Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump appeared at an NBC presidential candidate forum on September 7th. During her half of the event, Clinton faced tough questions from host Matt Lauer, which was perfectly fine, by the way. Presidential candidates should be forced to answer tough questions from the media. I wish they would have spent a little bit more time talking about stuff other than her State Department emails, but you know what? Whatever. When it came to be Trump's turn, however, Lauer allowed him to bloviate uninterrupted and even to lie unchallenged about his previous support for the invasion of Iraq. Consensus after the forum seems to be that Lauer blew it, but you know what, Matt, look on the bright side. If your next contract negotiation with NBC News doesn't go the way you want it, at least you know you've always got a job for you at Breitbart. Or, you know, as host of The Tonight Show, apparently. Not okay, Jimmy Fallon. Not okay. Number 4. Concern trolling about Hillary Clinton's health. Following a premature exit from a 9/11 memorial event, Hillary Clinton's campaign announced she has pneumonia. Clinton took 3 days off to rest before returning to the campaign trail. Donald Trump wished her well, but also said, "I think something's going on." And Democratic strategist David Axelrod chided Clinton for her lack of transparency, saying her secrecy about her health had made the pneumonia diagnosis a much bigger story than it otherwise would have been. The thing is, the media has been obsessing over irrelevant details about Hillary Clinton's life for 25 years. From her hairstyles, to her pantsuits, to her marriage, to what kind of mother and grandmother she is, and now to her supposedly imperiled health. They never needed an excuse before, so why should they get to use her lack of transparency as one now? Number 5. Trump supporters don't like being called deplorable. Week before last, Hillary Clinton told attendees at a fundraiser in New York City that half of Donald Trump's supporters belong in what she calls a basket of deplorables. What sort of people go in a basket of deplorables? According to Clinton, the racist, sexist, homophobic, xenophobic, Islamophobic. In other words, Donald Trump and his supporters. Quite a few would-be Trump voters were stung by Clinton's remarks, and you know what? I understand why. I've seen it before. And whether they want to admit it or not, Trump's supporters understand it too, especially those who are from the South. Surely they're all familiar with the old saying, "A hit dog always hollers." That's 5. Catch you next time. Hey folks, hope you enjoyed this one. If you did, please like, share, and subscribe. And also please consider helping me to make more videos like this one by supporting this channel through Patreon. You can go to patreon.com/Steve Shives and become a patron of this channel for as little as $1 a month. But if you pledge $5 a month or more, you get yourself a shout out at the end of the Facepalm 5, just like these folks who have become $5 or more patrons since the last Facepalm 5 video. John Brockman, thank you, John. Tom McDonald, thank you, Tom. David Law, thank you, David. And Jacob Hyde, thank you, Jacob. Thank you to everyone who is a patron at whatever level you are pledging. Thanks to all of you for watching, and I'll see you next time.